that appearance thing I want to talk about, of course, is with Flair walking out on the fans in Buffalo, New York.
Well, speaking of Ric Flair, I believe we do actually have him on the line.
Oh, gosh, here we go.
Ric Flair, are you there?
Honky Tonk Man?
Yes,
Honky Tonk
Rick.
Man? I called you like I promised I would. Let's talk about $40,000.
Well, let's talk about it. What happened? Who paid that?
You said you were going to pay me. That's why I'm calling in on your show right now.
Oh, you want me to pay you the $40,000?
Didn't you say that on Tuesday that you were going to lend me $40,000?
I'll lend you the $40,000, Rick, but you have to bring me the belt. You have to bring me the Rolex watches. Tell me what pawn shop they're in so I can go get them.
You're a funny man. I'll bring you the belt. I ain't got no more Rolex watches. But I'll bring you the belt. Which one you want? The Nature Boy's got a lot of belts, Honky.
I know. You were how many times world champion, Rick? 13,
you know what?
15?
It doesn't even matter. I hold the longest reigning World Heavyweight Championship. You know, Honky, don't you get me going.
Come on, let me hear you. I don't hear you blow a gasket, Rick. I want to see that blood flow like wine out of your head.
No, what you want is an apology for what I put in my book, and I will apologize to you, but the apology is going to go on one condition, Honky. It's going to go either way, my way or your way. You going to lend me $40,000, huh?
What, for you to apologize for telling a lie about me? You've been nothing but a
liar.
No,
I'm going to apologize either way. I'm here on your show tonight to apologize to you, because I know you've been cutting on me for so many years that I want to put an end to our heat right now, tonight. But I want to know first, are you going to lend me $40,000? For real?
I think you should ask Dixie Carter that. She's the one that's got the contract and paid you already, and you spent all the money. Rick, you're broke. They kicked you.
Don't you get me going on her. No, I didn't spend all the money. They're not paying up. And don't you talk about New York. I hear you talking about. They told me I'm there to do autographs. Then the crowd cheers my name. They want me to go out. You know what? I wanted to teach them a lesson to stop having Ric Flair jerk the curtain. You know what I mean? Honky Tonk Man. Have you ever been disrespected by a company like that? A legend like yourself with sideburns, huh? On his crotch, huh?
Look, are you talking about Hogan's hair or mine? You don't have any left anymore, Rick.
Don't you even go there. You know, I want to know, do you got more sideburns on your face or around your vagina, Honky Tonk Man, huh?
Oh, see, now you're hitting me below the belt, Rick. And see, I didn't want to bring this up, but that's
This is what you've been talking about me for all these years, Honky.
Well, what happened to your Space Mountain? I mean, after 4 wives, that Space Mountain's not working anymore, brother.
Space Mountain's alive and well, Honky Tonk Man. You wouldn't know. You've never been able to climb it. Woo!
Oh, yeah, well, I understand that you walked out on the fans in Staten Island or in Brooklyn, New York, but you went over to Staten Island because somebody had a VIP dinner and you got free food.
You son of a bitch, Honky Tonk Man. How dare you disrespect the Nature Boy Ric Flair? I call in on your show. You disrespect me like this? You know what? I'm going to apologize right now. I apologize for putting in my book that you're nobody because of McMahon. Because you're nobody not just because of McMahon, but because of Elvis Presley. If there was no Vince McMahon and if there was no Elvis Presley, there would be no Honky Tonk Man. So I apologize for leaving out Elvis Presley. Okay? You like that apology, you son of a bitch?
Rick, you're way over the line now. What about your friend Arn Anderson? Is he going in the Hall of Fame? Is he going to invite you there, or are you going to ask for a free ticket?
You know what? They wanted me there, the last Hall of Fame, to induct Arn Anderson. I almost had a deal worked out with TNA to induct Arn Anderson. then he goes on Brett's show with Groverman, that little son of a bitch, and disrespects the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And you know what I did? I cut off my best friend. I'm done with him. You understand? Me and Arn are done. We haven't spoken since then. You get it, Honky? Me and Arn are done. He can let his fat friend T.S. Hayes or that son of a bitch Randy Orton, that ingrate, two-faced son of a bitch Randy Orton, induct him, because I'm not induct him anymore. You understand?
Well, yeah, I understand, because he's not going to give you a free ticket, and they're not going to show you on television, and I understand that you paid your own way to wrestle.
You know why? The same reason WCW went down the hill is because Vince Russo and his personal vendettas is fucking our show over. I'm going to say it right now on your show. Russo, you snake. You son of a bitch. I'm calling you out. You know, Russo keeps giving Dixie heat about me because I'm doing these podcasts. I say this to Vince Russo. Russo, screw you, you little snake. Why don't you put on the tights and get in the ring, you skinny son of a bitch? Huh?
Rick, he would beat your saggy ass from pillar to post, and you know it. He's younger, he's stronger, and
I've had enough of you calling me saggy ass, Honky Tonk Man. For the last 5 years, you've been calling me saggy ass, and I've had enough of it. Do you understand? I'm the Nature Boy Ric Flair. I'll give you respect, but you give me respect, you son of a bitch.
Rick, I have absolutely zero respect for you. You're not even worth being on a television show. How many people have you stood up in the last year? You stood them up for money. You stood the promoters up for money.
If they're not going to pay the Nature Boy Ric Flair, then they better go fuck themselves. Bottom line. You hear me, Jenkins? I don't give a shit anymore. Do you understand? I'm Ric Flair. Do you remember the way WWE treated me? That's the way each and every member of the wrestling industry should treat me from this day forward until the day I die in the middle of the ring, because I will never retire. You hear that, Michaels?
We hear you, Rick. You don't have to scream and yell. You're going to blow it. You're going to blow a gasket, brother.
I'm not going to blow a gasket, Honky Tonk Man. You are going to blow a gasket out your big fat guitar. You and your gimmick guitar. You think you own that gimmick? Where's your Hall of Fame ring, Honky Tonk Man, huh?
Well, it's not a
guitar show. You try to hold up the company? Did you try to hold up the company and see you were going to TNA, huh? You'll never get in TNA. You'll get in TNA over the Nature Boy's dead body. You understand that, Honky Tonk Man? You son of a bitch! I'm gonna blow a gasket right on your frickin' face.
Why don't you go somewhere? Just go away.
How dare you talk? You know why? Because people still love the Nature Boy. Unlike you, Honky Tonk Man, they don't care. They want to see Elvis. They go to Graceland. They want to see Elvis. They don't want to see the Honky Tonk Man, son of a bitch. They want to see the Nature Boy Ric Flair still, because I'm up there with Elvis. You understand? I'm beyond Elvis. I'm a god. I'm not a legend. I'm a god, Honky Tonk Man. What are you? Let's tune in.
I'll tell you what.
Tell everyone to tune in to TNA right now. Even though they didn't even put me on the son of a bitchin' show, why don't they put TNA on right now, everybody? Tune in.
Because you're not on the show, Rick. They didn't want you on the show. The boys over there, they don't like you anymore because you stiffed them on a bar bill in England.
Well, one or two boys crying over a bar bill. I was ribbing those guys. And they go, I know exactly who did those shoot interviews. I know exactly who's holding me down. His name is Vince Russo. That son of a bitch. You know what? I hate Vince Russo. I think he's working for McMahon under the table to sabotage every company. That's why McMahon's been able to monopolize the way he has. Why is Hogan, me, that big, fat, juiced up, jacked up son of a bitch Steiner on this company, and we can't get any ratings because Russo is working under the table for McMahon like he has been for the last decade to keep each and every other company down. You hear what I'm saying? It's a bombshell right now. Woo! Yes.
So what are you doing to change anything?
But you're actually very loud and
I'm very loud, you know.
disturbing a lot of customers.
Do you hear this? I'm disturbing a lot of customers. I got to get going. Do you hear this? Honky Tonk Man, you son of a bitch. Now I'm getting arrested. Do you understand? They call. You didn't call a cop?
Lock him up.